Okay, so I want to say hello to George from Century and thanks for hooking up. And it's the first time in 20 years these guys have been back to San Francisco. And we got the guys in Celtic Frost here. How you guys doing?
We're good. It's actually, I was here last 6 years ago to fly rockets in Nevada at past 3.
So that's the first question I asked. The correct pronunciation is Celtic Frost.
Celtic Frost.
That's how we pronounce it.
That's how we formed the band, but Celtic's fine.
Yeah.
Yes, you know, as long as people remember the name, I think it doesn't matter how they pronounce it.
Let me show you some memories of that day in 1986.
Pictures, we get pictures.
That is fucking
unfair.
That's unfair.
It actually, check out the second picture. Look, this picture got printed in a magazine. I sent it to
Faces
magazine.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, that's
How can you do this to us?
It's a time warp, bro.
Who are those two guys?
Yeah.
Who are those two? Haven't seen them.
Yeah. Plug your latest album, which came out early this year. It's entitled Monotheist.
Correct.
I mean, so what is a monotheist, or is it recorded in mono and stereo?
It's in doubly.
No, it applies to a person that believes in one God, you know, and of course in a monotheistic belief system, which would be the big monotheistic religion, would be Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. You know, so. And a monotheist is basically a person that believes in one God.
Hey, Christ figure or something in the video.
I'm wearing the Pope's robe for Christ's sake.
With the hair and the beard, John, it reminds more of Christ, you know, with the robe, and that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, slightly overweight Christ, that's what I always wanted to be, you know.
Actually, in the band, he has more the role of Satan. Well, we didn't want to rush out some half-baked album or some cheap rehash of our youth, because this is not our youth. We are a rather seasoned men, around 40, and we are not the same people like maybe before.
We wanted to do this on our own terms. We wanted to be Celtic Frost in the now and not trying to rehash some old glories, you know, like some bands do when they do a comeback, you know, it's all by the books or by the numbers, you know. It's like, oh, how did we do it back then? All right, let's do it again, you know, like that. And we said, like, no, this has to be genuine, this has to be us now, because otherwise it's not worthwhile, because this is what Celtic Frost was all about originally, you know.
On my patch here.
That's right.
This appears on the Hellhammer album.
This is a huge part of our identity. This is when me and Martin first got together. It's one of the things that Martin brought into the band, and it became a huge part, for me at least, of the visual identity of what we are doing together.
To make a very got another skull in there as well, you know. And this one was merged basically with the skull that was designed for Into the Pandemonium, you know.
Yeah. To make a theory, like you guys, I never knew that was H.R. Geiger that did that album cover art.
There was two paintings here we had. We saw those paintings. We approached him and asked him if it was okay to use them, if he would agree to let us use them, what the terms would be.
Yeah.
And we sent him Hellhammer demos. And to our astonishment, he got back to us and he said, he told me personally that he felt the sound of our music suited the vision of his paintings, which of course at that time we were absolutely nobodies. We were like little kids with no name, no release, and he floored us. And it was a gargantuan honor. And the friendship between Gigan and the band has endured to this day, and we still feel indebted to him for giving us a chance as little kids when he was already a star.
Seen it, but I've heard you have a book out.
It's called Are You Morbid? Subtitle is Into the Pandemonium of Celtic Frost, because that's what it really was.
I mean, I don't know what Tom Warrior was thinking. He must have been out of his mind, I mean, you know, doing it.
We played Martinane's club in Zurich. Well, he's not his club, but he's associated with it. He hung out, and he does, sitting on the bus with us going, how come I had to fucking die in the cold lake? I'm not even on that record. I hate that record.
That's absolutely no problem. It's an abomination. To someone, no matter how you look at it, even if you put a different band's name on that album, the songwriting is just beautiful. I only have contempt for that album and my work on that album. It's way beyond what I am capable of.
Right.
And I'm utterly disappointed in myself for being able, in quotation marks, to create such low-class work, because usually I have much higher quality. Yeah, fuck SOD.
Yeah.
That's my opinion. Why?
I enjoyed it. I thought it was funny.
What happened to Celtic Frost? Tom Warrior has a new band with Paul Bailoff. Martin is running a club in Zurich. And Reed St. Mark is teaching aerobics.
Fuck them. Whatever happened to SOD anyway?
Benedict Nemesis turned out sort of like an okay album, but it was a little bit too much on the safe side. Production was too clean, although it was done by Willie Mosimon, who's basically a great guy, I think, you know. But
very difficult to work with.
Yeah, very difficult to work with, that's true. And it was sort of like okay album, but you know, it didn't, for Celtic Frost it wasn't daring enough, you know. It wasn't going for the throat, you know, which I think that all the other Celtic Frost albums were, you know. So this Benedict Nemesis was the last attempt to try and bring Celtic Frost back to life or keep it going, and it just didn't work. I think everything fell apart there after. Tom was still continuing with some demos and stuff.
So any final words you guys want to say out there?
Hail Satan.